Sorry about that, guys. I know I'm a couple of minutes late. I forgot to bring my medication in here. So when my alarm went off at 10:58 to remind, or 11:58 to remind me, I had to run and go get it because I take it before I go live because yeah, it's not something I want to do online. So unfortunately, because of that and because my dog I'm an emotional support human for had a little bit of a spaz because she went out of the room when I was getting ready to shut the door, so all the dogs weren't in here. Like, I want some of them in here because if they're not in here, they're likely to bark. So, at everything and everyone that comes in. So, I haven't fully sorted my beads, but we can go over that when we go down on the mat. Now, Rosanna and I must be completely on the same wavelength. Hello, Mary, Shirley, Barbara. Who else is here? Barbara's the first one. Yeah, which is typical. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still a little like sinusy and whatever else, but I took it easy. But I did do a snowflake design for you guys. I actually have a couple of them in my mind, but because I was taking time to rest and whatnot, I don't have them all put out, like out, but I know what I'm doing. I'm 90% sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, like 60%, but I just need my super cape, right? Okay, now I'm back to like 80%. Here we go. Hello, Renee. How are you? Hello, Tammy. It's been a while, Tammy. Glad to see you. So, also, you guys, you know my quote unquote failure yesterday with the whole wire frame. I kind of sort of think I came up with something. I want to play with it more off camera before I bring it on. Where is the one that was still? Oh, there it is. So remember, I was trying to make frames and I had them like folded across each other. This will look so much better on the mat, but anyways, and they didn't work. Well, guess what? What if you were to just like form loops on here, little teeny tiny loops, and like put 6 of them on a ring? And then you could bead up one side and the other and have like a snazzy snowflake. What do you think? I don't know. I'll go down to the mat and show you better because it'll be easier to see there. Just be prepared for a mess. Okay, so see how now if you had 6 of these and I made like some really thick rings, then realized they were silver. But if you just put double loops on them, or maybe you twist the bottom and create a loop so it's out a little bit and it's not all jammed together, that's probably what I would do. I would like wire wrap one around the other and then do the loop. But then if you put them all on the loop, wouldn't that be beautiful if we were like, so to take my fail from yesterday, I'm gonna play with this off camera more because it came to me like 30 minutes ago when I was reaching for something and I saw it sitting there. And I went back to some of the Pinterest boards I was looking at, and I think that would be a beautiful snowflake to have both sides beaded up out to the tip, just being gold right there. Oh, scrumptious. I think it would be beautiful. Oh, Renee, I'm sorry. Hi, Beth. I'm sorry. A heating blanket, because that's gonna work. Girl, it took me 14 years before they put a TENS machine in my back. Now it just goes all by itself. and has its own little device. This is what controls the thing. Why do I need this whole thing? I don't know, but this controls the tense unit in my back. So it's nice. Anyways, don't you agree that that would be pretty? Nobody is commenting on this, and so now I'm like, maybe it wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. I don't know. I just think it'd be cool. And you could put like beads in between each of the 6 wings or 6 spokes. I don't know. What are they called on a snowflake? But so I'm going to try it. And if we're not a believer yet, I think that if it works the way that I planned, it will be. So we got some of the snowflakes painted gold, and I'm so happy, and it looks just the way I thought it would. We're going to seal them, but don't try to force a bead onto these. Okay, guys? Renee, that's my hubby. S. Aston family, Steve Aston. So that's my hubby, in case anybody didn't know. But this one, girl, this is what I'm doing a kit for. Look at how pretty that is. At first I was like, is it too minimalist? I am all about the darker colors. Like, I got some lighter green crystals and I'm just like, not feeling it. But this, and thankfully I have plenty to make kits with. So these are just 2.5 millimeter gold balls. And then these are gold hexagon hematite spacers that are gold plated. So this is not like a inexpensive, I'm going to say, it's not a cheap snowflake. It's one that, like, if I saw at a craft fair, I would want 6 of or 10 of them or whatever. So this might just be my design for, or my like schematics for our Christmas tree this year. Last year, okay, wait, what? Hi, Steve. Heart problems all around. I have to go to cardiology on Monday because I made the mistake of saying something about it. Now I have to go, and if he tells me heart surgery again, I am thinking I might say no. Oh, please don't do that. Don't. That's not what we want. But while it was brought up, my surgery was scheduled. It's on the 18th. It is at an outpatient surgery center but it's connected to a hospital. So on the 18th, I have surgery on my calf. So that's scheduled finally. We're good to go. He was going on vacation. He comes back to the office on the 17th, and then my surgery's it's supposed to start at noon. I have to be there at 10:30. So yeah. But anyways, yes, I'm obsessed with this. I prefer like the rich, saturated colors whenever I do my themes. So like I said, we are spray painting the wire frames gold and more of like silver, not just like the stainless steel color on them, so they glisten a little bit more. But even though they'll be sealed, don't force a bead down. And how do I know this? Because I did it first thing. Okay, so those of you who have been around for a while know that I'm an AB snob when it comes to beads, but I'm trying to be more open-minded and not just so like. So I got these 4 millimeter bicone sets, which I have a ton, guys, lots of fun. And I got these in 4 millimeter, and then I also got the AB versions. This is what I didn't get sorted before we started. But I did it. And like when I say I got enough beads to make kits, I have more than enough beads to make kits, and I will probably be selling strands of these, of the green, this really pretty green. I have the opal ones that are really pretty. I'm going to have some kits that are like pearls and wood beads with gold because chef's kiss, pearls, gold, wood, perfect combination. I have these that are AB colored and all the crystals come in multiple sizes. If I can open this darn bag. So I have these, which are pretty if you're just going for like, there are 1, 2, 3, I think there's 2 different color blues, or there's 2 different shaped blues. Unfortunately, this set did not come pre-mixed, neither did this one. That's why I was separating. But I got these all in AB. So, and I knew these were still going to glisten because these are check glass. They're not just like run-of-the-mill crystal beads. But I have those, and I'm going to do one today that I hope everybody likes. But I wanted to bring something up, guys. Okay. So when I was going through all this stuff and I was like, oh, let's come back here. And I was going through and trying to pick stuff to make kits. Obviously, I have to be conscious of how much the bead costs, how much my time to put together the kit, all of that is worth. And yes, Beth, you have, girl, and I've taken stuff out of this. We were supposed to go through this over a month ago. Oh, I have a whole box of blue pulled out, and it was full. Every single one of these are blue beads from my stash. All of them. Oh, by the way, in case you guys are getting orders, these labels will not only peel off and re-stick to whatever you're stowing in, but when you take it off, it doesn't leave any residue behind. That's why I love those labels. But yeah, look, I've got freaking swan blue, all the beads. It was completely full at one time. Okay, so I am gonna have I'm gonna have some like red and white ones. That's part of what I have coming. I'm not sure who had this in the bead box recently, but they're beautiful. If I can find them, I think these would be perfect with pearls and wood and gold because they're clear gold lined fire polish beads, which are very pretty. So I had my other plate out so that I could sort all of these by color, but I think that's going to take longer than just putting together. It doesn't take long. Like I said, my Ramsey got locked out of the room because she didn't come when she was called. She must have been outside going potty. So, I can't be too upset, but she just was like, I haven't seen her act like that in so long. Just a little background. We rescued Ramsey from a puppy mill. They estimated this is them telling us how young she was. But these same people tried to sell me a 4-week-old dog, which that dog should not be away from its mama at that point. So we got her, was told she was 6 or 7 months old. And oh, and by the way, when there was a dog sniffing around her cage, so we threw him in. So if she gets pregnant, we'll just split the puppies with you, okay? Well, being the only one who ever showed her love, she imprinted on me hardcore. Hardcore. She is my little shadow. She goes everywhere with me. She is very easygoing when it comes to the other dogs, except for her pillow under my jewelry desk. That she's like, nope, it's mine. Stay off. So, but yeah, she just started like freaking out when I got to the door to open the door to the craft room. She just had to be picked up and held and like reassured, which we haven't had to do in a very long time. So anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to start with one of the silver ones. Obviously, that's why I have all these beads out. I could have made it easier on myself and just pulled these out, but making things easy for myself is not a strong suit. So Okay, so we have our wire frames. This one has not been sprayed yet, so this one will still be in the stainless steel color, but you don't see a lot of it. I still prefer it to be covered. Where are my silver seed beads? I know they were right here because I just put them right here. Yeah, probably covered up by the multitude of blue beads. You guys, I'm so sad because I've been like hoarding these and not using them because I wanted to use them on the snowflakes and they don't fit. So also for our tree, this blue that Randy just had, I bought this from her bead drop last month. Where the heck are my silver seed beads? Okay, well then we are going to. I wish I had cheap crimps right here. That'd be perfect for the very center. I just want to make sure that they're not all one on each other. Let's try the itty bitty little silver triangle beads we have. Oh, also, you guys know that I've talked about the fact that I'm going to make everyone in my family ornament that has their gemstones on it. So it's something that I've thought about doing. I need to make sure these are gonna. I think the triangle shape is gonna serve us well. That might actually be freaking perfect. It'll just depend. I'll try to put a couple more on and see what happens without letting this one like fall. Nope, we still need an itty bitty bead at the center, which see, this is why my silver box and my gold box needs to stay on my desk at all times because now I'm scrounging around looking for beads that I should have right at my hand. Goodness sakes, are you kidding me right now? Ooh, I have a plan. I don't think these ones will fit, but where are the? Haha, size one crimps. I also have beads. I'm 90% sure these aren't gonna fit, but if they do, then I don't have to use my crimp. Not that I use size one crimps anyways. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fit. I was hoping it was just maybe the white ones. Nope, they don't fit. But size one crimp should. So let's see. Oh my goodness, come off. Well, I didn't need all of them. Okay, let's see. Please fit, please fit, please fit. And I don't think they're gonna. I swear I just had my seed beads on this desk. My 11-0. Here they are. I told you I had them. I am a little nervous now that they're not gonna fit though. Let's see if I can get just a couple out so that if they don't, I don't have to put a bunch away. These ones look. Okay, we might have to do the. This is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, we're gonna go with triangle beads anyways. And when I do this though, I will have 2.5 millimeter crimps that will sit, or 2.5 millimeter seed beads that will sit better. But okay, so I don't think all of these go together. Personally, could you like force them together? Yes, you could. Also, you guys, this AB I'm okay with because the bead underneath it is stunning. Like the color, the saturation, all of that underneath it is just great. You may also have to like smoosh your wires back and forth because sometimes they're not everything is created equal. Okay, so I have these, but I do also have this lighter blue in multiple sizes, and I'm checking to see like what, yeah, that would be very pretty. Okay, so we're going to do probably clear, which is why the silver will be better because the silver, we got like silver chrome paint, so it will sit on here nicely. But I want to start, so that's what the kit would include. It will include 2.5 millimeter spacer beads, and it will have, the frames will be gold. Okay. Any blue goes together? Yes. I actually went to the doctor out of blood test. Okay. That's true, Beth. Okay. Yes. Heart disease affects more women than it does men. So when you think about how many men it affects, you need to listen. If they want to do an echo test, even if you're stuck at the doctor's office for another 20, 30 minutes, please do so because it is best. Yes. Hi, Ruth. Okay, so I'm going to start with a clear in the middle, and then I'm going to go to, what size are these ones? Are probably like 6. Let's see. I don't want to start off big right out the gate because I want to build out. And I have a little idea that I will include extra beads in case you want to do said idea. Oh, facets are lovely, but it makes it very difficult to find the bead hole. Are you kidding me? Are these not even going to fit on this? That is incredibly frustrating. So this kit has lighter, slightly lighter, and slightly darker, and the lighter ones did not want to go on, but I'm kind of hoping these will. Nope. That is very frustrating. Well, it's okay. I can use these to make icicles. And lemons into lemonade. Let's see if the next size fits. If not, we will just mix and match. Yes, there we go. Okay. It needs a spacer though. And for this, I'm going to use some, where are they? These are just inexpensive silver spacer beads to fill in while I'm waiting for the, like the 2.5 millimeter rounds to come. But oops. We had those didn't fit. So then we went to this. Now we need like, yeah. It'll look so much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 basic staples right here. Let's see if these work. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then we're gonna go to a round like that, I'm definitely gonna have to find more seed of my daisy spacers. So frustrated right now, you guys. I'm sorry. I thought I grabbed a bag of them before I went and rescued Ramsey from her emotional mess that she was. I grabbed up a whole bag of them. Here are. So we're gonna go there. Then we're gonna go to spacer. And then I also got this same bead mix in 6mm so that I would have a graduation of tones. I was about to lose my mind. Just saying. Oh yeah, I also have the clear. So like I said, I will probably be selling quote unquote snowflake strands as well as the snowflake. Usually they're 6mm, but you know what? I have these too. So they're kind of like an opalescent white. These fit on here. They do. Okay. I think I want to go up to a larger bicone first. Let me see what the darkest blue looks like up against this. Oh yeah, that's pretty still. Okay, cool. We got that. Now we're gonna go for the bigger, like 8/0 seed bead or 6/0 seed bead, or not. Babe, I'm sorry. I am admitting right now to all of the folks here, I am a total bead snob, and it's all Bernie's fault. That's all I have to say. Go smaller. Yeah, I can't do it. Triangle spacer. I had this completely designed in my head, and then the beads didn't fit. So, sorry about that. And my dog had a conniption right before I went live. I don't know why. Ooh, it's pretty. Go to the opalescence. And I think this could be used with gold and it would look beautiful. Right? Yeah, exactly. Right, Dawn? That's exactly what she needed to do. But she needed to let people know what was going on because it would have explained so much. Just saying. I will read above. Oh, the part about he has this fault, but his beads aren't one of them? Yeah, no, they're not at all. They're beautiful. Okay, I will definitely have more daisy spacers because daisy spacers in here, like a couple of them, would be beautiful. Okay, now I want to go to a large clear and then we'll go back down. I wish I had some, like, drop beads that oh, you poured them out, Heather. So pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there because I'm afraid if I put anything, hold on. Can I end it there? No. Ooh, you know what would be cool? Do this. Yeah, and then the big bicone. Oops. That can leave us enough room for a loop. Nope, 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 it won't. Okay. Oh, I thought I took that off. I didn't have any more. I will show off all of the snowflake designs when they have their correct pieces and all about them. Not to worry, so you guys can see them. But they're going to be very inexpensive, purposely. I told you guys yesterday that a few of them are going to be like where you can make 5 or 6 of the same with the same color family, and I just throw beads in and you can make whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. Opalescence was right here. That people can't be there for the bad stuff if you don't let them know that the bad stuff is going on. Just saying. Go to that. And then I think we will have room enough to go back down to the smaller and end it off with a bicone. Come on. And then I have enough room for the external loop. I like to leave a little bit of extra room. You can just like grab it right there and roll it and make like the loop, simple loop, but like a teardrop shape. That wouldn't, like, I can't. But I like to stop early because I like to cut the straight part off of my curve so that it is an actual loop in case that's the one that we hang it from, or like hang a charm from. And then I like it to be like that. And because I turn my loop this way, it isn't visible. So it's facing, oh, it's facing me, not, no, wait, how does that go? I see a line, not a loop. That's the way we'll put it, but yes. Okay, and then we'll go to the other spokes and continue this all the way around. Okay, do you guys want me to finish the whole design top to bottom so that you see what it looks like, or would you rather me go on to the next design so that you will see those are the dark ones. And it's the wrong side. Or do you need to see the like it finished? If you do, that's totally fine with me. I just thought I could show more designs if I didn't complete the entire snowflake, because truth be told, these beads are going to come off right after this. And wait for the right beads to come. Oh, that's the wrong blue. Is that the dark blue? No. There we go. Yeah, Beth, I think you're right. I think you could put any of these blues together and they'd be okay. Opalescent. But I do have some like white beads coming. Come on. Cannot find the drill hole. There's too many facets. There we go. Finally. Figured it out. I probably should have gone blue clear. Since I had the opalescence right there. Yeah, that's going to look better. I could though. I could go back and forth though and do like the blue at the end, the clear at the end, the blue at the end, the clear at the end. So there's that spoke. Which would you like? At least see two of them together. Beth said finish, please. Okay. So we'll just alternate back and forth between these. And when the kits come out, there will be a photograph on them so you can like see what the original design was. But again, I want you guys to be able to, even if you were to buy a kit, to finish it. Okay, so there's that. More of my triangle beads. Clear. Now that I know what pattern I'm going to do, it'll be faster. And I'm just going to alternate the two different spokes so that you can kind of see. I like doing a variation of pattern on mine. Like this one alternated between the green and the red being the first bead. I love this, guys. Like, love, love, love that snowflake. It's likely going to be the theme of my tree this year. I don't have enough dark, dark blue. 6mm ones out. Whew. Okay. I need dark, dark blue, and I need clear to finish this design. Okay. Oh, what I was gonna say. Just because I know I told you guys I was doing like first stone ones ornaments with, but you could also use gemstones or pearls and make really nice ones. And then I would get more of like a stripped version of this, so the twos are slightly like more pretty, but then you can just hang 2025 from one of the loops, and then every year they can add to their collection of beads from you that have all the different years hanging from them, so that they know exactly like what year it was that you got it for them. And so I just thought that could be another cool idea, because not all gemstones are inexpensive, but when you break it down by cost per bead, like most of these I've used one, And so I'm using one all the way around 6 times. So I would be using 6 of any given bead. So it breaks down for like probably $3 an ornament. So, I mean, depending upon what you use it for. But if you didn't want to do like it would just be pretty. In my opinion, I think that it would be really cool that it's something that, when their kids have kids or when your kids are like, oh, why do these have the year on them or whatever else, then they can go back and it's like there's a script in the Bible. I believe it's in the book of Joshua, where a child comes upon an altar in the desert and asks, why is this there? And it says that it's there to remind the generations of the blessing they got from God at that point in time. So it could kind of be like that. It would be your like lasting legacy. So not that you wouldn't always be remembered anyways, but like it's a good way to start for them to like tell stories about you and such, and hopefully they're all good, but even if they're not, it's a memory. So just a thought. You would spend about as much on a single snowflake that you would were you to make a piece of jewelry. Less, more likely, but yeah. So opalite. I forgot that was not on the bowl. I couldn't find it. But it's a great thought. Even if you just did it in crystals and maybe you use 2 gemstones, like maybe you have one at the center. Maybe you only use 1 gemstone, like you put a garnet or you put like a nice sapphire blue faceted bead on here. And then you use crystals and or metal spacers or whatever else to finish out the rest of the snowflake. So you do it. Oh, honey, down you're speaking my language. Picasso, Red Creek Jasper, Red Line Jasper, they're all one and the same. But if I have said over and over again, if I could only design with 1 gemstone for the rest of my life going forward, it would be that one, because there are yellows and corals and blues and greens and reds and browns, and within all of there's a variation of tones. Like it is my, like I said, end all be all gemstone that I would, if forced to like pick one, that would be the one that I pick. This is why I came up with the hybrid loops, because my loops always come out crooked, and it drives me crazy that they do. Okay, oops. So I think that the thoughts in my head right now is that there will be at least 4 different snowflake kits that will come out. So there will be this one that I can't even. I'm also, one of them is going to be larger than this, but I think I'm going to put, like I said a minute ago, I think I'm going to put a pearl in the center of it, because a pearl with this gold and reds and greens would be amazing. So I would want it to be one of the larger ones so that I can have like at least 2 of these, the pearl, or like 3 of these, the pearl, 3 more of the pattern. But I'm like, yeah, I made that and I was like, that was a design where I was like, girl, you did good. Which we need to do. We need to celebrate ourselves. But yes, back all my ornaments have memories now, and all my friends like ours. Yep. Exactly. See? So it's important that sometimes we get too caught up in the commercial part of Christmas. And we just need to remember that, like, that's not what it's about. It's about family and gathering and, you know, giving gifts to each other, yes, but they don't have to be expensive. They don't. Because you know what inflation I'm perfectly okay with? It's the inflation of the love my kids feel for them. Feel It's the love my kids feel from me that has grown. And like I said, that's one part of inflation that I'm okay with. And I just, I have a condition that causes memory issues. It already is. It's progressive. So I just want to make sure that if and when a day comes and my kids and grandkids I don't remember them, they remember me and they have all of those memories to like flood them when in a moments when they're sad because I don't remember them. I want them to have all of those memories like in a savings account in their heart. But yes. Aw, that's sweet. Please don't ever apologize for that. We were just talking about loved ones and memories and everything else. So, yes, enjoy that lunch with your hubby. That's very sweet of him. I have seen how Rosanna talks and banters and protects him. So, there's no need for luck. He already has lots of it in his wife. It is very clear that she adores that man. Something fierce, which is beautiful in this day and age when that's not. If you give up during the hard time, what was the point of the good times? Because that's just like I was just saying. The good times are the stuff you put into the savings account in your heart so that you have something saved up during the hard times. So I know you were just teasing. If you can't tell, Christmas gets me all kinds of sentimental. We have matching Christmas, though I know the thought of that just Linda from Gumnut does not lie. We were talking and I was talking about how I was going to make the snowflakes and she goes, "Oh, thank God, I thought you were going to say that everybody wore matching jammies." And I'm like, "Oh, we do that too." Which is funny because yeah. Okay, so there's a blue one. Like I said, I will fill in obviously the spacers, though I don't mind the triangle ones. Oh, love it. All kinds of icicleness. Okay, and then what was I going to do next? Oh, I only have my gold charms in here, but yeah, you can always like hang a little charm off of it. This is a snowman holding a Christmas tree and a present. This is that weird bead mix that like came with some of the enamel ones are just like weird and I don't know. But I really love the gold ones that came in it. And there was like this little handful of like 3D charms that I'm gonna try to find more of these because I think those would be cute dangling. Or you can just take some wire, cut off a piece of wire. I'm going to grab where. Okay, Heather, slow down, deep breath. They were left here, so they'll still be here. You just move something and can't see them. This literally is what drives me mental. Knowing I just had something, but not being able to find it. Ugh. So I'm just going to put this really pretty crystal that does have a bead, but was beautiful and passing off rainbows long before that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go up over that way. Same thing here. I do one twist. That's all. Then, yeah, that one's up. This one needs to go out more. Yeah, one twist is enough. As my hybrid loop has taught all of us, but you can do more than one if that makes you more comfortable. I'm going to wire wrap this directly onto the snowflake. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to. I can open my loops on that. Duh. So I do my loop right at the top of where that twist is. So then when I do my wraps, I'm going to go over that twist a couple of times. Okay. And it's okay to start the wrap if your crystal falls down like that. But if you're going to continue to wrap across the top, you're going to need it to like stay in place. And you can even go down and over the top of it if I would have cut more. I'm going to show it just because I'll leave this one the way that it is and I will show it fully wrapped on another one. So that can go on to one of them. And then I'm going to grab a longer piece of wire. And I do this with 24 gauge wire because I don't want a lot of resistance when it comes to the wire. Because that raises the chance that it's going to break on you. And we don't want that. So we're going to do the same thing, only one side is going to stay really long and the other side isn't. It does its thing and moves on. Wow, is that one going to be crooked? It is. Are they all kind of crooked? They are. That's kind of strange, unless it's supposed to be that way. So it hangs a particular way? I don't know. Up over to the tip. Same with the other one. I'm going to do one twist. Then I'm going to cut off the short part, and I'm going to get ready to wrap the long part. First, I'm going to bend this up straight. Then I'm going to make my little loop. Right at the base of that twist. I'm going to kind of roll my loop up. I'm going to have to fix its like roundness, but that's okay. That's, oh, we can do that. But I am going to grab my bent chain nose and I'm going to start wrapping with this. We're going to go over it, and you can either do this real neat or you can do it messy, or you can try to do it neat and have it come out messy and be okay with that, which is generally the way it works for me. And I find that wrapping this by hand serves me better because I'm obviously not able to type as I'm not able to wrap as tight as I can with my pliers. And then I should have done a little trick I showed you guys before, which I will do now, which is just kind of bend it out, bend inwards right there, so that when you come to cut the end off, the wire is already naturally bending into itself. And then if you like your wrapping, leave it alone. Don't fuss with it, because if you fuss with it, oops, you're going to mess it up and then you're going to be real sad. And then I made my loop round again by just inserting my, this is lovely, putting my round nose pliers back in there and just kind of twisting it back and forth. But then we have our little crystal. Let's see, which loop do I want to be the top? This one can be the one that hangs down with the crystal on it. Close that back up. And there you go. Have a little crystal dangle from the bottom. Do you want me to do a rustic one? Stop. Sorry, my alarm was going off. I love that. There you go. Who wants to grow up? Who wants to be normal, for that matter? Not me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the larger gold frames. And I even sometimes like to measure my spoke so that I can start with that one when I'm building my pattern, because this one is longer than this one. I don't even need a ruler to tell me that. So that would be the one that's perfect for the large loop on top for the ornament hanger to go into. But so this one is 7 centimeters. That one's 7.5 centimeters. 7.25 or 7.5. Yeah. So then the short one is just this one, and I think this one is also going to be a little bit shorter than the rest. 7.5. So I think this at 7 is the shortest. So this is the one we're going to build our pattern on so that we know, so we don't go through all the other spokes and then come to this and the pattern doesn't fit on it. So we're going to start there. Now, yesterday I was showing how you can use the little like acrylic pearls and whatnot to go on these. As I was just saying, it is okay for us to kind of celebrate and maybe splurge a little bit and use gold-plated beads. And that's okay, because those ones will become, I have a feeling, the most loved ones, and not because the material cost is higher, but because it is evident that you put your heart into it fully. So here's the smaller ones, or the same size. Different beads. They are the same size, just different beads. Okay, now I gotta decide if I want to use the rosewood. I'm also looking for which smaller wood beads that I have, which I know I have like every size of them. I know I have Tibetan sandalwood. And I thought I had it handy. I designed this next one with somebody. It's not like full because obviously I haven't put the beads on it yet, but this is one. Where did I put okay, they're right there. So we are, man, are we? Where do we start? Okay. We're gonna go with a completely different like blue pattern. So we're gonna move this one over here. Move those out of the way. Okay. So we're gonna start with the smallest of our gold spacers. Put those over here. And we'll just move the blues so I can section out my little spacers here. Again. Those are the sizes I will use those. Okay, so there. Oh, and I still made a mess. Okay, this one would be beautiful on gold or silver. Because I am doing a blue tone, but I love this blue tone with pearls, so, and it's this blue right there. Well, a shade of that. The like, and this would be beautiful. Oh, should I? Ooh, sorry. Now I'm second guessing. Should I just do this on? No, you saw it on gold. Keep it on gold. Okay. So we're going to start by putting one of the 2.5 millimeter spacer beads down onto the spoke. And then I'm going to put this 4 millimeter bicone on there like that. And then I'm going to go this. Wait, where's this? Okay. Let me figure out which one of these are the smaller bag. I'm pretty sure these are. Yeah, they are. Trying to do this without it jumping everywhere. And it still did anyways, but it's all right. Okay. So now on this one, I'm going to go 2.5. Gold, and then I'm going to do the 3 millimeter. And then I'm going to go back down to the 2.5 millimeter. Okay. And then we're going to add, where are the crystals? This is still, oh no. I want to do a little series. Let me make sure these go together. Yeah, they do. I love this like icy blue. It's so pretty. Do I want to use the peanut beads or no? Trying to decide. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then instead of going all the way back down to the small, the next repeat is going to have this, the 3mm to 4mm, or this might be 3.5. I think it's 3.5. Back down to the 3. Is that where I want to use that? I'm not liking this bicone, is the problem. It's not the right blue. So, like I said, I have that color in a multitude of sizes and shapes. I think some of them are in here, actually. Those are the brighter ones. Cool. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Now I got it. Oh, wait. Okay. So we're going to start gold bead. We're going to go to this blue. If it will go on this. Oh, come on. Thank you. And then we're going to go small. So 2.5mm, 3mm, 2.5mm. And I'm sorry I'm not paying attention in chat. I always go back and read it after though, because I know that I missed stuff. Okay, so then we have that. So much for having this designed ahead of time, right? Ooh, 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 where did it go? Why did I not think of this? Where did it go? The strand of the clear with the gold lining. I had it out. Okay. Give me a second to pick through stuff on my desk because I just remembered that. Clear bicones, clear bicones, red bicones. Where did they go? It's gonna be perfect. Exactly what we needed. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. Not that you need the gold lining. You could just use a gold seed bead or a clear seed bead because obviously there's already gold behind it, one of the reasons. But if you don't have the gold frames, nope, is it not going to go on? Sometimes the lined beads have smaller holes. Nope, they're not going to fit on. It's okay. I have plenty of clear beads we can pop on here. I'm trying to decide if I want the AB or not. I think I do because my other pieces have AB. Okay, so there we go. Yep. 2.5, 3, 2.5, and then to the blue. And then And then the pretty steely blue. I don't think I want that anymore. Okay. So then we can go to the smaller one. Up to the bigger one, like that. Yep. And then I just pulled these out. Oh, the holes are too small. Oh, I'm gonna play around with that because could you imagine those as like little offshoots from it? It's okay because I grabbed some oval. It's all right. We're just gonna go to clear now. Okay. To a clear with A B. Oh, this to the next side. I don't know that I like that many gold. I thought I had this figured out. I had all the colors laid out and was ready to go. And now I'm like, I don't know that I like that. Let me pull it off my order because I might use these instead. Or I might just end up going to the silver. Where is my box? Write these order in it. It's right here. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this better because it's going to be more, it's not as muted of a color. And I have it in 4mm and 6mm. So we're good there. Okay, back to this. Okay, baby. Then we're gonna go to that. And then we're gonna do the little 3mm. This better go on. Okay, come on, good job. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, that's the ticket. I'm gonna do one more of the 2.5mm. Gold spacers. Unless I just keep shooting them off. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Okay, do I go into, what does this look like next to that? It goes. You guys, this is literally how I design. I'm so sorry. It's probably so like, yeah, you could do gold and silver. You're absolutely right. Maybe that's what it means. Let me see here. I also have these clear silver lined like twisty beads, but I have a feeling that A, they're not going to fit, and B, they're way too long and would take up way too much space. Correct on both hands. Okay. Let me see here. Let's go to the, oops, wrong. The beautiful back cone. Oh, so pretty. I don't know. I feel like this blue is too light and it's not doing its job at the party, is the problem. Clear. What do you think of these? There we go. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna put a spacer bead. Like that. I'm going to do one of the where are those hematite? Sorry. That didn't make it any better. I'm gonna take one of these hematite. I'm gonna set that right on. Or drop it. I'm gonna put this. Come on. This thing is driving me crazy. Come on, just go on. Thank you. A little plate. The larger blue. And then I need my little and then we're going to take one of the okay, I'm liking that, but I want to take that off and swap it out for the larger bicone. I'm going to do the spacer bead. I'm going to do the large blue. We're going to do the larger spacer bead. Ew, or not. Sorry, I'm like deep in thought. I'm so neglecting the chat right now. I apologize, but yep, yep. Hopefully I can get all the way. Oh, that's two. I'm gonna run out of room for what I want to do, so I need to take the bottom bicone off completely. Wait, is somebody else in Arizona? Did I miss it? You guys are probably like, Heather, get it together. I promise you, I'm trying. I promise. I just want this to be special. So that's why this is taking so damn long to figure out for me. I apologize. Just know if I was making this for you, I would be using the same care, turning eye, and so on. Okay, so now we do another silver, or gold ball, not silver. Bead cap, the pearl. Yep, the bead cap. I kind of wish I had the next size up here in this color. I kind of do, but it's all right. It's still going to be pretty. It's just not. Come on, there you are. Okay, what do we think? Can you guys even see it? Probably not. What do you think? Do we like? So Heather, you did that for a reason. You wanted more space between the two. There it is. Like that. Okay. Let me move everything out of the way so you can actually see it. No, you little son of a. I just almost had my rating upgraded. Okay, where's one of my little clippies? Okay. Well, we're just gonna roll it because I can't find one of my clippies. So yep, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna knock this one out now that I have a pattern and it's secured. I know the blue is typically put with silver, but I know I wanted to use these pearls, and when I tried it, not with these beads, because obviously we've changed all the beads from my original design, but just wanted it to be like soft and pretty and not, I didn't see this on silver. Could you do it on silver? Absolutely. Would it be pretty on silver? More than likely. But just because something's like typical doesn't mean that it's right. And I think this is turning out beautifully. And once I have it finished, although I'm afraid I don't have enough of these little gold beads, I will put it down on the mat by itself so that you can see it up against the black and get the full effect. I like this break in the bead, having the like small, big, small gold on it. I think that it's beautiful. I think it's that, especially since we repeated it from the other side, or we did repeat it on the opposite side. That's why the end was like, because I wanted to keep that. And now we need the little. My word. I had that all the way at the tip and was thinking, oh, look, you're not going to have to cut off the end. I still have to cut off the end, otherwise I'm not going to get the loopy loops that I want. There we go. Little. And just in case you weren't aware, the crystals that I'm using today, they're all preciosa. In case you didn't know this, Swan was started and ran by two brothers. I don't know the full story of why they had the little kerfuffle, but one split and came out with Prestige, and the other one came out with Preciosa, using the same techniques. But the brother who makes Preciosa wanted them to be more accessible. If I remember correctly, that's why it happened. Because the one brother wanted it to only be for specific people, and the other wanted it to not only be accessible for all, but affordable from all as well. So they're basically the exact same bead. Same thing. They just have two new names, not just one. But just in case you didn't know that, now you do. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough of these 2.5 millimeter to finish this all the way up. If not, I will be sad. I have more coming, but I wanted to finish this today. I'm not going to have enough to finish it, so we're only going to get 3 spokes, it looks like. But that's okay. I got half of it, so you guys can get the general idea of it. Okay, let me see how many littles do I have roaming around on my desk because they slipped out of my hand. There's one. Well, let's put them in their own little spot so I can see how many I have left. I'd like to do as many little of these as I can. But I don't think I have enough for one more. It's okay. It will get finished once I get my order, which I think is coming tomorrow. I'll do that. We're going to make a huge mess. Everything's going to fall. You're going to cry. Like, don't take chances. Unnecessary chances that you're going to make a mess. Okay. See, I know that they're like all over my mat. Maybe I have enough to do one more. Let me see how many more little ones come up. I wish these holes were bigger, or I'm going to try to figure out a way to use like these little dagger beads to do the like offshoot like that, because that would be really pretty. If like 2 of these was coming into like the faceted round. Oh, I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. I don't know if I would just like wrap both of them and keep the loop as little as possible and then overlap the loops. Let me see if that would do it. Now I gotta know. I put something out there, I said something, and then I was like, let's see if that's actually an option. Again, I would use 24 gauge so that the wire is very thin, so that when they're stacked on top of each other, it doesn't look. Okay. I did do tweed twists because I'm not gonna wrap down as far because I want as much of the blue to show. And then I cut off my wire. Oh, that's what I get, right? So, girls, in case I know this is groundbreaking news, but when we're wrapping up a briolet, what is this doing? You don't actually want to cut the wire. That's going to form your loop. Breaking news, everyone. Okay, let's see here. I've never made any of the spiders. That's kind of why I sent Miranda a whole bunch of stuff. And she still sent way too many spiders back. I wanted her to have as many as she could so that she could make as many as she wanted to. Oops, I just unwrapped my loop. How did I do that? Okay, so there's one. Have you made a spider, Rosanna? Is there a video I can go back and watch like I did for the... I'm sure there is. You made a spider web last year, so you probably made a spider as well. So there's one wire. Other little spooky thing. So I don't know why I am always afraid that I'm missing the most, like the best thing. I don't know if that's just like a self-confidence thing or what, or if it's just because I'm a people pleaser and I want people to get the like best part or whatever. But let's see here. I'm just gonna stick a couple beads on here so we can see what it would look like. And then like you could just put one and then the other, and then put another bead on top, like the blue one I was just trying to match. What the heck? First of all, I have my phone charger, but I wanted them to go underneath the bead and then probably put the bead all the way over here. Okay, and then when that bead pushes down, it should do that. And then you should be able to just like, I don't know. I might have made them too far. I don't know. If someone figures that out, can you get back to me? So I know how to do it, because that would look really cool. I've already got to try the other little thing that those are seed beads, not the little gold balls I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I should have enough to do one more, and then I will lay the 3 designs out on the mat, clearing off as much of it as I can before doing so. And yes, I'm using a glass pearl right here. It's a very, very expensive, very nice pearl, but you could obviously put a real one on here. That was my intention, but I didn't pre-drill out a bead, and it was already chaotic and whatever over here. So I hope it gets a little bit better each time. Or maybe not each time, but it does get better. Because as far as I know, you guys all show up so that you can then go, oh, my life is so much better than I thought it was. That's just a little bit of self-deprecating humor. I love my life and where I am. So my daughter and I have a better relationship now than I could have ever hoped for during the struggle bus years. I love it. It it brings me so much joy. Her name pops up on my screen, and I'm excited to see her, and not just because the baby will be there. I like when she's like, "Oh, I gotta tag Gigi in. Here you go." And then I sit there and talk to the baby while she gets dressed and whatever else. We both know the days of her grabbing that cell phone and running away are coming, and we're like so excited for it. I think we've both sent each other the same like little video clip where the little girl's like got the phone and you hear the mom, "You have my phone?" And she goes, "No." And then you hear her little feet pitter patter away with like this little mischievous laugh. That's gonna be that is gonna be Miss Selena. Okay, so only 2 more spokes to go, not 3. So let me lay this one out real quick. So yes, I really, really like that one. Julia, Bernie sells shell pearls of all sizes. He has, and then he also has mother of pearl rounds that are A plus quality. So if you can't find what you're looking for, let me know. These glass pearls I did buy off of Amazon, so I'm pretty sure I got these off of Amazon. But they're like really super nice quality. I recently sent Beth some of I think I sent her green, this, and like this beautiful steely blue. I almost pulled out the steely blue for right there, but then I said, no, I wanted to have a little like, sorry. I wanted to have like a light moment, but yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so there's that one. This is the one that I made ahead of time. That'll be a kit, which I just love. I'm wondering if I shouldn't put like a piece of cardstock underneath that so you can see. It's wrinkled, but there's the gold, green, and red. And this is like a nice, deep, deep garnet red, like really. But yeah, those are really nice. And then we made the blue one together today. And it hangs with the little crystal right there. Like, this is the opposite of what I did with the pearl. The dark broke up the lighter shades, so it didn't seem like tone on tone on tone on tone. The ivory pearls on the other one do that. And they are, like, I'll put it up here. You can see they're like a satin, natural looking actual pearl color. They're really pretty. And then this was the blue, and I hung a little crystal. But then out of nowhere, and I don't know literally where it came from, it had to have come in one of the sets. There was this little crystal, so I'm like, that's coming off, that's going on for the bottom of this. It can't actually, because I don't have enough to make a set using these, but yeah. So those are the 3 colors I have so far. Like I said, I still am going to do one in what I would call rustic elegance. I kind of like that more than boho, especially after getting like, I can't remember everything, but Randy has given us all lessons on how boho is not actually a kind term. So I don't remember why, but I remember it was important enough that even though I don't remember the why, I still do it. So those are the 3 starters. This one, though, is for Miss Beth. In case she didn't pick up on that, I need to make a few more because you don't want just one of something. And then, yeah, let's come back up as I just flop my hair in my face. It needs to be cut. I don't like how long it is. It's heavier, so that it just goes. It doesn't matter like how I blow dry it, what I put in it. It's just, I have a lot of fine hair, so that's why I like it better short. But yes, the ones she just used are pretty. Oh yeah, I can send you those because I'm trying to see where I still have the blue ones right here. They're literally the prettiest steely blue. I also have them in green and red, which if you put a little wavy spacer on top of any like round red bead, you put it on there, and then you that is one time that I do the loop only because that's what ornaments look like. but I would now want to do it as a hybrid loop, so I don't know. But it works. Here, I don't think I have a wavy spacer right here though. Even the inexpensive pearls that I have that I got off of Amazon where you get like a crap ton of them, I still think they're very good. They're very good quality for what they are. Like they're not just, the only thing is when they stick together and you pull them apart, the outer coating does come off. Okay, so if you literally all you have to have is a wavy spacer, which of course I grabbed one though when I was grabbing stuff up. I must have like put it down when I was trying to calm my dog down. I literally had them in my hand. I'm thinking I had to have put them down. So it's not going to look the same, but imagine though, like that's a wavy spacer. Oh, Heather. Imagine that the pearl on top is a wavy spacer. It looks like a little ornament and it looks really cool. And they're easy and quick to do. You can get 14 millimeter glass pearls and put an 8 millimeter daisy spacer or the wavy spacer. The wavy spacer or the rhinestone spacer. The wavy one just goes like this, and I kind of like that. But that's me personally. But those are quick and easy earrings that you can make one up like very quickly. You can do it to where like if you put a bicone on here, I need a dark one to show you what I mean. Where are they? They are. I will open the other bag because I don't know. It's so funny because in all these packages of like the great big huge packages of um check glass beads, there's like the huge package and then there's one little package by itself that's off the strand. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. Okay. You would want a bigger bicone, but this kind of looks like a Christmas hat. So then if you wanted to, you could just put another bead down below and possibly use this for the beard as well. And you have a little like Santa hat. So that's another easy technique that looks cute at Christmas. But yeah, Heather, do you sell a kit of snowflakes in different sizes? Also, what size is green? The green and red one is the 3.5, I believe. 3.5 by 4. I could do it. How many are you looking to make, Julie? I really do like this one a lot. A lot, a lot. I know it took a minute to finalize the design, but now that I did, I think it's beautiful. I think that I'm gonna do a few smaller ones that maybe stop at the pearl to make them like shorter would be pretty as well. And then just do like 3 or 4 of the 6 millimeter or 6-inch. I believe it's 6, 5, 4 are the sizes. Let me look it up actually. You want the metal part. Okay, well if that's all you want, then I can send you some in your order. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. So if you just want the metal part, tell me what sizes you want, and I will pop them together. Because let me see. They are 3.7, 4.3, and 5.9. And I'll just charge you a quarter for them. Okay? Two sizes of each piece. They're going to be a quarter. So if you want more, let me know. They're very inexpensive. That's why I was like, okay, you want the stainless steel? Do you want me to leave it stainless steel, or do you want me to go ahead and spray paint it bright silver? And what did I do that made you laugh? Girl, I don't know how you found me, but I'm so glad you did, because you just cracked me up to no avail. I you're just I'm so happy you're part of our community yet. Yeah. Okay, bright silver. All right, will do. Because it does make a beautiful difference. I can tell you that much. I really like the gold one that's sprayed, because you can see the gold in the crystal bicones. It's really pretty, and I really like it. I'm sitting here spinning it in my hand under the light because it's real pretty. All right, y'all. I I try. Sometimes I know I'm struggle bus number like all the way to the max most of the day. So the fact that you guys keep showing up means so much. But anyways, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I want you. Yes, I'm calling you. I'll call you right after this, Caroline. I forgot to call you yesterday. I went to bed like half an hour after the live again. But yeah, it is. I love our community. Please tell me that you're part of Beading Besties. And if not, please go join. We need you in there as well. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, whether it is feed filled or you have other things to do. Know that you're fabulous. I treasure each and every single one of you. So have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading. My computer isn't working. There we go. Oh my goodness.